Hey everyone, I got myself a new project finally. It's been a little while since I've really worked on anything down here, any of my guns or anything like that. It's the winter time, so I usually don't work on too much of them during the winter time, just because you you get antsy, you want to go outside, you want to fire them, and I got to go to a range because I live kind of in the city here. So, but anyways, my wife and I just celebrated our anniversary, and a friend of mine at work emailed me the other day and said, "Hey, I got an SKS and ammo and accessories I'd like to get rid of. Works perfectly fine. He just needed it for something else." So, or the cash for something else. So I told him I'd look into it, see if anybody I knew wanted it, and then the more and more I thought about it, I couldn't think of anybody who wanted it other than me. So I just went ahead and nicely asked my wife. She said happy anniversary, and I went and bought it. And I'm going to go ahead and do some upgrades to this, and I think you are all going to enjoy this very, very much. Alright, well, I got a good majority of it done, or taken apart at least. Wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. Not like taking apart my AK-47 though, or my AR-15. But it's a good dang gun, so I can't really complain. But I got a lot of cleaning to do. A lot of cosmoline stuck on there. I don't know if we can get a good close-up of this. Maybe. No, we're not going to get a good close-up, but just take my word for it. There's a lot of cosmoline on there. So, good thing I have a ultrasonic cleaner, so I'm going to go ahead and soak it in some degreaser for a little bit, and then throw it in the ultrasonic cleaner. Maybe get it scrubbed down first. So, alrighty. Well, I finally finished it. It took me a little while. It came in yesterday, right about when I had to go pick my wife up from work. So, it kind of stunk because the box was sitting in my back seat. I was sitting outside of her work, waiting for her to come out. But anyways, it took a little bit of sanding, or filing, actually. They were saying that these Norenkos need a little bit of filing, but yeah, it looks really good. Now up here, I took the Strike Force, or the Strike Fire, off my wife's AR-15 because for some reason this Weaver rail here didn't really like the other red dot that I got for this. So, and because I want to co-witness this with iron sights, with Magpul iron sights, I just changed it because I knew that this was tall enough to be able to co-witness with it, and I know it'll definitely handle the recoil. But anyways, you can kind of see in here the wood is still in here. Oh, the lens looks like it's dirty. Do a little bit of lens cleaning here. There we go. That's better. Use the lens cloth that came with my my red dot. But anyways, as you can see, the wood piece for the gas tube is still in there. You can leave it in there if you want. Right now, I'd like to see how well this fires and everything, because I don't want to take this wood off the gas tube. I'm just going to end up buying a replacement gas tube and everything, and then taking a plastic piece off. But anyways, I want to kind of save as many original parts as I can. That way, if need be, I can put it back to exactly the way it was. So, but I was worried. I wasn't sure if the front sight was going to be in the way, but it's not. so there's plenty of room for co-witnessing. And then I didn't go with the 30 round magazine. I didn't want to. I think ergonomically it's nice. And the other thing is, when you throw a 30 round on there, it just gets real heavy too. I know some of you are going to be like, oh, well, it's another 10 rounds. Well, it's my shoulder I'm carrying it on. So, but anyways, it took a while. It took some filing and some sanding. The reason it took so long is because I didn't want to take too much off. And it says in the directions that if this doesn't fit very well, you know, you got, because it's such a tight fit, use some C-clamps. And I was using some C-clamps, but I was just worried about putting too much pressure, because there are two pressure points. There's a pressure point here that sits right on the back sight, the where the rear sight would be, and then here there's a wooden, it's like a upside down U, to put pressure on a gas tube. So like I said, I didn't want to have too much downward pressure, but I took one of my old bipods that goes into a regular hand grip here, and threw it on there. And then, you know, here's the breech and everything. But it was nice. And I was having some problems with the trigger. I couldn't figure out why, you know, why it wasn't resetting. You know, I'd pull the action back and everything. Well, when I was doing this, the damn thing was upside down, and I wasn't seeing what I needed to see. And it was a little piece of metal that got in there. It was like a little burr, and the burr wasn't allowing the trigger. It's like a little seat. It wouldn't allow it to sit in on the back of the trigger. And then I finally looked at it, filed it off, and tested it. It works great. I fired it upside down, right side up, flipped it over, everything, and it works great. I'm glad to be done with it though, because as you can see, my gun bench down here is a freaking mess. So, but anyways, and you know, it does come with this magazine extension release, which is, you know, which is fine. It's nice, but I'm gonna just practice with stripper clips. I think it'd be a little bit easier, a little bit better to use stripper clips and go from there. Especially, you know, once you get the stripper clips that you need. I fortunately got 50 of them when I bought this rifle, and had to grind them down a little bit because they wouldn't fit. I don't think they were made for this rifle. But anyways, yeah. So this is a good shot of it. I wish the barrel here was black, but the guy who I had, who I bought it from, he did such a good job cleaning this thing that it just cleaned a lot of the coloring off and everything, and it's just a beautiful gun. When I saw it, you could tell that he took care of it. There's quite a bit of cosmoline on it still, so I knew he didn't, you know, he didn't do like a deep clean when he first got it, but I'd rather have cosmoline on it when I buy it than not cosmoline, because at least I know everything's nice and oiled and everything. But other than that, he did a damn good job taking care of this rifle. So, but that'll add to the collection. This was an anniversary gift from my wife to me. So everyone out there who thinks that their wife is the best, I challenge you, because I got the best one over here. But alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, just leave some comments down at the bottom, or private message me. Oh, the other thing I wanted to add on here was that for those of you who are wondering about this, wondering what kind of safety it is, it's actually a nice safety. This is not like all of this is a heavy polymer, okay? But this safety right here, this is steel, and there is a small little notch that when you push it to fire or to safe, it'll sit in there or not. And as you can see right now, the safety is on. That's what it's like when the safety's off. Now, it's not going to fire because it's not racked or anything. But it's a nice safety. It's not like you know, when you look at some of those high points, it's a little piece of plastic safety that'll break. This is a piece of steel that's sitting on a stainless steel ball bearing that is sitting on a stainless steel spring that's sitting inside a stainless steel tube. So everything is pretty darn good. And I was surprised about this plastic. I figured that when the plastic was going to come, it was going to be, you know, like one of those little cheap stocks. You know, most of them are Chinese made and everything, but Tapco, I don't really want to say anything about Tapco because I've actually been fairly satisfied with Tapco in terms of their material. I just didn't, I bought a Mosin, I think it was from them, Mosin Monte Carlo stock. I wasn't a big fan of it, just because of the ergonomics, not because of the rifle was bad, but because the ergonomics. There's something about the Mosin stock, the original stock, that just makes it feel really, really good. So if you look at all my guns are black. I like all my guns being black. I don't like the multicolor. Now, I mean, I like the colors, you know, mainly like OD green and things like that. But I like the fact that black is hidden, it doesn't stand out, and that's what I like. So, but I had to break the cycle with the Mosin. But yeah, I just wanted to add that on there. The other thing is too, this has it has a tri-rail. It comes with the kit. You know, well, I don't want to say it comes with the kit. You can select which kit. You can get it with or without. If you get the upgraded kit, when I say upgraded, everything comes with the upgraded I don't really want to say a dust cover because it's not really a dust cover, but this is more of a deflector shield to kind of cover up where the stripper clips go in. But anyways, it comes with a magazine extender. Because the one now this has a little bit of play to it, but there's no spring or anything on it. All it is a piece of bent steel that's putting pressure on that piece of metal that's back there. If you can see it, right? I can kind of see the piece of metal between this metal and the plastic. That's your actual magazine release, and that's kind of a pain in the ass if you have gloves on. So. This was nice. So it came with this and the tri-rail. And now if you get the tri-rail and this with the kit, you save some money. If you buy them separately, you're gonna pay for more shipping, and then two, I think it's like $2 more per piece. So I have 6 US parts on here. Because it's got to be the 922R compliant, you know, blah, 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 blah. So the politicians can sit and line their pockets illegally with corporation money. And if they kind of get caught, they get a little slap on the wrist. If we get caught with just a little piece that's not U.S. made, or you don't have enough parts to make it U.S. compliant, your butt is in trouble and you're in jail. But anyways, I digress. Well, I hope you enjoy this video.